Are we?
Okay, here we are with our first live. Does it say on there we're live? I don't know. Completely in the dark.
I don't even know if my phone's working. Tell you the honest truth.
Okay, so hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike replay video, and in this one we're coming to you live because we thought we'd try something a little different.
It's doing something.
It's doing
Look,
something.
that's me pointing at me, pointing at me, pointing at. Oh my God! I'm going to have an existential crisis here. Except I'm doing it slightly slower than I'm doing it here.
So for those of you who don't know us, my name is Adam. I'm the owner of Alpha Strike Games and Hobbies here in Perth. And this is my friend Taryn, who joins me and gets us into trouble and stuff, don't you?
Hey buddy, how we doing?
So yeah, I thought we'd try something a little different, go for some live action and give people a chance to sort of talk with us and whatnot. What's going on?
Look. G'day, private public.
Private public.
First message.
Nice.
Well done, son.
Nice, that's
well done.
it.
Well done.
So I hope everyone had a good Christmas and things like that. So
yeah,
it was quiet or whatever, just with family and.
Oh, I do nothing on Christmas.
That's okay.
I just hang out.
You design mechs and stuff like that. Just do game-related stuff that you can because you've got the time.
That's it. I sit and play RimWorld all day and make BattleMechs. It's the thing.
Right. So where would you like to start, sir? Probably some personal business first, eh?
Probably.
So
while you guys are all thinking, well, presumably there's more than one person out there.
We've got some questions to go through, but yeah. So what have we got here? So how personally, 2021, how was it for gaming for you, mate? I mean, you did a lot of videos with me.
I was going to say we did a lot of BattleTech videos. I learned some stuff on BattleTech actually that I didn't actually know, so that's pretty cool.
It's funny, isn't it? You read the rules and you learn stuff.
It's weird. It's like somebody should make that a rule or something, you know. Always read the whole thing.
Even though we had the COVID thing going on and delays in shipping and there were a few, especially for BattleTech with the Kickstarter, and that's sort of still going on to a degree in Australia. But
I mean, in Australia, you kind of get used to like postal delays and delivery delays and things like that. And with COVID, it's like even worse, way worse. Yeah. So it was bound to happen.
Yeah. But we got a lot of games in of BattleTech and some other things. We did some battle systems for other games, which we were hoping to get up for this year, but it looks like it's going to be early next year. But it was a good idea to try some other games and see what's out there. So
we got actually through quite a bit of game stuff through the year.
Got to play some old favourites as well. Some systems that they're still around. People, I don't know. I guess because it's not advertised as much, but they're still current. You can still get them. People are still playing them. Yeah. You know, especially things like Reaper Miniatures. Their game system, Warlord. There was a couple of others that we tried. You know. Yeah. We talk this because we're going to talk about what's happening next year, and there's some things we'll touch on there. But
the seven systems in 7 days thing will come up, and some of those we hadn't played in ages, so that's pretty cool.
That's good fun. What else we got in here? Terran Kickstarter 2021 addiction purchases.
I don't know why that's on
there.
You
I'm
trying not to use Kickstarter. This is my like weekly meeting, basically. My name's Taryn, I'm a Kickstarter addict. I'm not buying Kickstarter stuff anymore. By the way, here's the thing I got. It's cool.
Well, good. Keeping you busy on the channel here has stopped you from.
Yeah, well, it's basically stopping me from spending too much money on other games. But I'm seriously considering buying a butt ton of mechs once your site comes back up again.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
That'll be up and running.
It won't be too long.
What do we reckon our ETA is?
Oh, well, I was told beginning of next month should be pretty safe. Yeah, which is good. So we just want to make sure it's right.
Oh, it's got to be right before we do it.
But it looks really good. There we go.
Are you're wrong.
So we've got Pilla behind the camera here. She's helping us out.
We can't edit stuff.
No. We can't say cut. Can we start that again? Because no, that's not how it works, people.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to stop this camera auto-focusing. It wants to do it for some reason, so I apologize for the viewers.
So stop moving.
Yeah, stop fidgeting around so much.
Stop being so active.
You have to fidget. I'm on camera. I got to fidget.
So here in Perth, we have a lovely, 43 degrees or something?
Yep.
It's
I looked it up. I think it's 110 107 Fahrenheit, something like that, for anybody who doesn't know
Yeah.
degrees.
It's
C.
hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's really hot out there, and it's really hot in here. Ooh, Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy just said hello.
Oh, lovely. Hey.
Hey,
How are ya?
buddy.
There's a lot of people who've made a lot of comments on our videos over the months and things like that. It's good that they're good that
Getting
you
a bit
boys are
of,
rocking up and saying hello.
Get a bit of community going, get
Yeah.
a bit of question and answer thing going as well.
Yeah.
Keeping it all nice.
There's all going to be, doesn't matter where you're on in the world, there's some of you it's okay time to join us, others probably not so much, but oh well, it's okay. Watch it later.
I think we're like 9 days behind some places, so you know, it's all good.
9
You get
days.
there. Yeah,
Why is that?
I don't know.
And more?
Probably.
So highlights for you, mate. What give me one or two.
I don't
Any
know. Probably
highlights you see?
the BattleTech Kickstarter coming in.
Yeah.
When was the Harebrained Screams one finished off? Was that last year? Was it this year or last year? I think it was last
The
year.
Mech Warrior 5.
No, Mech Warrior 5 is this year.
Yeah.
The Harebrained Schemes.
Oh, the other one.
The other one. That's been out
Yeah.
since last year, isn't it?
Easy. Yeah.
So, but I actually finally finished the campaign,
Oh.
like two months ago, month and a half ago.
Right.
I actually finally finished it, and it's really, really good.
Okay.
It's really good, and it carries on. You can just keep being a mercenary and doing like other stuff, and the whole map opens up and everything. It's great.
Who did you do most of your missions for? Just out of curiosity.
Federated Sons, I think.
Fed Sons, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember now.
Any
Oh.
else? Like Capellan? Did you do any of those? I mean, apparently there's a bit of a risk and reward with doing missions for those guys.
Yeah,
apparently.
well,
I don't know.
there's risk and reward for all.
All, I suppose, yeah.
So, Mr. Dead, I don't have time to watch. Just want to say you made my year a lot better. Hope your channel takes off.
Oh,
And
lovely.
We hope it does too. And if you have to go, you have to go,
You have
buddy.
to
But
go. But you're here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
cheers.
Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so what's some highlights? Well, there's a lot of things going on with Alpha Strike, of course. There was some lines that got discontinued and some other ones that we found, but War Cradle Studios, they've made some really, really nice stuff now. Mythos, which is like, for those of you who haven't watched the videos about Mythos, it's very sort of HP Lovecraft theme sort of thing.
Definitely a Cthulhu-y thing.
Yeah. So set in like just after the Second World War. So you got that sort of technology level, but there's all sorts of monsters
Demons and monsters
stuff
and
and whatever. Yeah. So little
cults
factions.
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
8 factions to pick from, and you just do scenarios on a little 4x4. But yeah, really, really good game system, and the models are really nice. They've done well. with
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah, they look really, really good. I mean, those are some of the highlights. Is just playing different games.
Yeah, I think so.
Some of the cool stuff that's come out, like the Wild West stuff.
Wild West Exodus.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. But yeah, that's going to be it's one of the things.
Them like expanding that out and giving us all new stuff and everything. That's going to be fun.
They've really put a lot of work into it. So. Oh, we've got disappointments of this year.
I don't know.
Probably look. I think most people have just been disappointed in the delays of getting
Yeah.
anything. So if you're back to Kickstarter, there's delays on those. But if there's product that you're after, all of that's been delayed. One of the big ones was Marvel Crisis Protocol. So if you guys haven't played that, it's really, really good. So if you're into Marvel
one.
comics and whatever, get into it. So I've got it sitting there, interesting.
Behind
Yeah.
you.
And up here, and all over there.
Stuff.
But just getting some of the new releases is just virtually impossible. You know, either it's a supply issue because everything's still made in China or whatever, and they had their issues and whatever
Everything's
else.
shut down for certain amounts of time,
That's
and yeah, things are behind and things.
Yeah, just delays on everything. So
Yeah.
they are sort of creeping through. I see people like over in America and some parts of Europe are getting a lot of the stuff, but we're still.
Well, let's
Always
say
a bit late, aren't we?
I'm used to getting delayed stuff. I think the only real disappointment I had was not getting don't think I got salvage boxes for that second lot of stuff. So I'm going to have to follow that up.
Yeah.
I'll get some photos of what I did get and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that whole BattleTech thing, unfortunately, it's caused a bit of grief.
But I got the good stuff, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
So I'm cool.
Yeah. Catalyst did work very hard with that, though.
Oh, yeah. And,
you know, you have a look at their updates. They're saying how they got everything to the factories ahead of time that they needed. It was important, and then they were told, "Oh no, we're not going to
I've
rush
been
it through us."
warehousing long enough to know that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes crap happens, and you can't stop it. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
But there you go.
All right. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the channel as well. We've got notes here. So battles and Pimp My Mech, actually. Pimp My Mech was a really, really fun series to do.
Yep, and I've got ideas to carry it on into the next year as well. So we'll see how we go. We've got vehicles coming up.
Yeah.
We've started vehicles, so we're going to probably do, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe Pimp My Vehicle as well. But I've got an idea for a Pimp My Mech that involves vehicles. And we're working on the fine details, so we'll see how we go with that. Oh, we love Pimp My Mech. There you go. Thanks, Private. It's fun. It's actually really, really cool. I think one of the things that, like some of the early modification stuff we did, people were commenting on, oh, I didn't know you could make your own thing and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that people get confused about is in almost all of the computer games, you're set on what you can do with the mech. So they have like a hard point system, and you can only put, say, missile weapons in certain points. You can only put energy weapons in certain points. Whereas with actual BattleTech, like the books, the actual game, you can do whatever you want with whatever you want. And that's hard to balance out in a computer game. So people that come to BattleTech from the computer game start thinking, oh, you can make your own chassis. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason we use existing chassis usually is so that you've got a miniature that represents what you want to do.
True.
You know, so you modify your archer, you can cover it in lasers and stuff if you want, but you've got a model that represents that thing. And that's, yeah, it's cool. But that's one of the things that I like doing, and sometimes it's really cool when you pull out a Shadowhawk with 3 MML7s on it, and the person you're playing against goes, oh! And you go, doesn't matter if I win or not, that was fun.
Well, you know, I'm thinking you probably could have won with just that mech. That was pretty impressive, eh?
Possible. He
really
worked
like
out
that.
quite well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll have to make a few tweaks and see if there's any other uses for him, actually.
It's so good. But it's, quite a versatile weapon, the MMLs.
It
Like
is.
in missiles, that's the way to go for sure.
We got Justin Normans in. He says, g'day,
Oh,
lads.
hey.
So, g'day, Just.
Welcome.
If you guys have a specific question, feel free to chuck it in the chat thing. I'll see if I can figure it out. Otherwise, Pillar will help me. She's over there doing nothing.
Keeping an eye on things.
Oh,
After
dear.
the dog so he doesn't tear everything apart.
That's it.
But yeah, look, the battles. Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about earlier, the 7 battles of different systems that'll go up.
We've had some good ones.
But yeah, like for BattleTech theme stuff, it was cool. Some of the funny scenarios that we came up with, like the death race thing with the locusts, the Halloween one. The Halloween one, yeah, that was cool. You came up with some good ideas after that.
Yeah,
Actually,
well,
how we could change.
yeah, how we
it,
could
whatever.
fix it.
It's a shame
So
we
what's
couldn't
on
do
the
that
menu?
first, but that's okay. That's fine.
From Justin, he says, "What's on the menu? Menu for what, buddy?"
Well, we've got a few questions here that some other people had left. We found out that if you leave a comment in the chat, it goes away after a while. So we're hoping to have them all there, but luckily we remembered what they were. So we can have a look here if you want.
Competitions and game days. Yeah, we had a. What was that? What was the place we went to that did the tournament thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
the
Perth.
miniature gaming group thing.
Yeah, I love those guys. Yeah,
Give them a proper plug,
We
but
wanted
they were
to also,
awesome,
yeah.
and we went up there and had a game,
Find them.
and I lost thoroughly because that is how I work.
We
Which is why I'm loving this year, because I've beaten you at BattleTech,
yes, you have.
and I'd never done that before. I hadn't done it before. Honestly, I hadn't beaten him before. And then we get on camera, and boom, I get a win. Boom, I get another win.
That's
and I'm
fine.
just loving it.
That's fine. So it's the Perth Miniatures Gamers Group. So if you're in Perth here, they meet on a Wednesday evening, and that's in Melville. So there's a like a German, not the German club. I think it's called. I'm trying to remember where it was. So I'll have a look, see if I can find it.
Mm. That was awesome.
But it was really good.
Yeah, if I wasn't working for a living, I'd be going there more often. But it's like you finish late.
Yeah, it's hard because your hours are a bit.
Manky.
They're all over the place. So. Yeah. We'll put a plug in the. I think we can once this is we can save this so people can watch it later, right?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
We'll put everything that's important that we talked about. We'll put it down the bottom.
Flash it up on the screen or something. Yeah. So they recently had a competition in Melbourne. Loads of players and heaps of big stompy carnage, which is the bomb.
Oh, that's excellent.
And Private Public is trying to find BattleTech clubs in Sydney. Good luck with that, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, like 6,000 cases yesterday?
Far
out.
Yeah. So
stay home for now, man. Stay home.
It's hard, eh? But I remember when they opened up Melbourne, they had that lockdown for ages, and people were off playing games or whatever. They were loving it. Now it's all these cases have come back everywhere. You know, even WA's got some now. It's like, be alright for a while, but
that's if you've got a bunch of friends and you've got a little bit of cash or like some beer or something, you can always organise your own tournament type deal.
True.
You know, get a few mates together and everybody put $5 in, and whoever wins gets the money.
See, you could have C-bills or whatever. You could print some fake money as such.
Yeah.
Use some C-bills.
Yeah. If you're into the stuff, you could probably paint a couple of mechs up and offer them up as prizes and things like that. That was one thing I was going to say about the Pimp My Mech ones. If you're into the 3D printing and modelling and stuff, there's no reason you can't create your own and go, this is my mech, and like do it. That would be cool.
Actually, while I've got you there, there's a box that was sent to us. So I was gonna wait until today so you could open it and have a look. Billy should be able to find it. So
what have we got?
It'll be in there somewhere. Yeah, look, and we'll just keep talking.
I'll keep dribbling crap at the camera. They won't notice. Blah blah blah, etc.
Here we go.
We'll do the hand behind the camera.
Ooh.
So I can have the bag.
Oh, you want the bag?
Oh, I'll just keep it over here so we keep it together. This is from our mates. I'll put it here. So Steve Lockett.
Okay.
He wasn't at that event, unfortunately. I was hoping to catch up with him, but Steve has sent us a little gift.
Okay.
So
I'm liking the look of the words on the front there, actually.
Knife.
Knifey knife.
It's alright. He's boxed it up well.
He has. Done a thorough job. He could get a job in the warehousing sector.
No.
There is the knifey
Oh,
knife.
sorry.
We're well organised here. It's live. Things
No,
are going
we're
to
not.
happen.
Couldn't organise it with it.
There we go.
That'll have to go.
That's right. Here's one of the safety knives that don't actually work.
While you
That's why
open
they're
that,
so safe.
Everybody loves the fat son. Oh, you mean fed?
Fed sons.
I see
The
what you
fat
did there.
sons,
Well
yeah.
done, buddy. That's not a knife. No, it isn't a knife. I've got one at home that I got a watermelon knife out of one of the crates. It's like that long and curved up. That's a knife.
Oh yeah. Who are you hunting, mate? Spider-Man? He'd be in the new Craven.
Watermelons.
So
It
there
is
you
a
go.
rat catapult. Oh my
There
god.
you go.
Oh, that is so freaking awesome.
So we're just having a look at. I don't know how it goes. Thank you, Pillar. If you could help us with that one.
Did he print them out himself?
Oh yeah.
Can you see that? Is that working?
Yeah, that's good. I think they can see it.
If not, we can work something out.
Wow.
But that's really cool.
I think the K2 had PPCs, didn't
Correct.
They? These are racks.
They're rack 5s, twin rack 5s.
And the
Wow.
other?
We got
Very cool, aren't they?
what mechs have we been impressed with? Justin's enjoying the Sha Yu and the Lao.
Yeah.
Filthy Capellan mechs, but they're awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's designed, that was actually, it's 70 tons or something. Wasn't it designed by a student or something? And they were so impressed with the design, she ended up getting military service. And
I'll tell you one I've
Give it
been
one.
impressed with. when the website comes back up, go on to Alpha Strike and like go to the mech section and list them by alphabetical order and wander through and have a look at some of them, because I found the Helopus, which is basically just a medium mech with artillery pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want 2 of them.
Was it the sniper?
Right now.
I think it's the sniper.
I think it's got a sniper cannon in one arm. It like takes up the arm and most of the shoulder, and that's really awesome.
You could partner that up with the Patriot, which is a heavier one. It's got
Somebody mentioned it's not a mech, it's a vehicle. This is awesome. I don't know. Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Steve. Mate, Steve Lockett. We've been needing to get him onto the channel, but it's just timing and everything with what's going on.
Yeah.
I think Steve's sort of more into the Alpha Strike side of things. There are a few people in Perth who play with the Alpha Strike rules for BattleTech. So I'm going to get them in. We're going to get you guys in because I think that would be really good.
We have Pat ID Gaming. Greetings from Austria.
Hey!
Yes, we would never confuse that with Australia, even though it comes up very close in the pull-down menus, and I've clicked on it more than once, but there you go. Just wanted to let you guys know that watching you two is way more entertaining than other BattleTech wargaming channels.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
That's right good. In the fields.
Right in the field, right there.
There. I've got one left.
He does have a heart. There you go.
G'day, mate.
No, that's good. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. And for everyone who's just joined, if you haven't seen us before, my name's Adam, and this is my friend Taryn, and we run this crazy little channel called Alpha Strike We Play.
We have to keep reintroducing ourselves because there's more people joining in the chat.
It's live and stuff.
It's live and stuff. I'm loving it. That's cool.
It is good, isn't it?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
You see, and this is 3D printed. Go in and do. Do you know that Warforge?
Yes. Where you make colour. They've got coloured
versions for these. Somebody should do one for these. That's awesome.
Yeah. There's 2 sides of the fences, and there's people who just want to buy the product to support the company. I suppose as a retailer, I should support that too, which I do mostly. But
Hero Forge.
But people make custom versions of a mech. They said, the miniature that you buy doesn't come with racks, so I need to do something.
I think 90% of gamers have at least a modicum of common sense. If you enjoy a game system and you want the game system to keep going, then you're going to need to spend a bit of money on the game system.
Yeah.
That's how life works.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't make your own stuff and play on a budget if you need to.
It's true. That's why they released it as cheap as they could possible before with the miniatures. They just had this little cardboard stand-ups and things like that. They work fine.
And they work perfectly fine.
But yeah,
I played Phoenix Command with graph paper and a bunch of push pins.
It doesn't matter, it's whatever works. But with today's technology, and you can make your own miniatures and make really good stuff, and the manufacturers can make really good stuff now. It's so good.
I love it.
Go on, what do you think?
No, I just love this. Yeah. It's great.
So you're going to paint yours up in, what do you think?
Oh, do we get one each?
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, man.
I think he was hoping we could have a battle with them, or just one-on-one, or we could have have them in a lance or whatever. But that Rack 5, that's really nasty weaponry. So.
Yes, Justin. Same with me, and I think same with you. The standees were where you started BattleTech back in the FASA days.
That's it. Yeah. Old school. Well, they say no school like the old school, but I don't know. Some of the new schools are really nice. With technology these days, it's all little companies starting up, which another thing I'm going to talk to you guys about when we're talking about next year, what we're going to do. But there's some nice stuff out there.
There's another new person in the chat there, the Mighty Hellfish.
Mighty Hellfish.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it is.
Wish I thought of that one. Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy. The hardpoint system was put into the PC game specifically because metagame super hard and the best weapons in all slots with little armor, which got really boring to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's hard to balance out something where you can go, I'm going to put 90 of that in there and wipe you out. So with the computer game, they had to balance, and I think the easiest way to balance it is to restrict the sort of weapons that you put in there. So you can only have, say, 2 missile weapon hardpoints on a mech. You only have 3 energy weapon hardpoints on a mech, that sort of thing. They can take any energy weapon, but it's you have that hard point system so that you keep that balance going. It's really good.
I've never had a close look at it. So if you have a heavier chassis, which can obviously carry more stuff, do they give you more hard points?
You'll have more or different hard points.
Different
so
hard
like,
points. Okay.
if I took a catapult, it would be very, very difficult to make this catapult in most of the computer games, because the catapult will have missile weapon slots in its shoulders and arms,
Okay.
right? Or possibly energy weapon slots because of the K2, because that had PVCs.
So the Clan Omni mechs in the game though, same sort of thing?
I don't know. I don't think I ever modded a clan mech in a computer game.
Too hard to get them in the game, is it? It's all with your salvage rules. The house says, no, I'm taking that. You can't have it at all.
Yeah. Justin again, actually appreciating the differing sizes of mechs that CGL have recently released.
Yeah.
The scaling thing, yes, they've done really, really well with that, I reckon.
I'm going to say that when they first announced it, and it was going to be one artist who was basically going to be redesigning all of the designs. So obviously they're going to look very similar,
yeah,
because of the style, but they're all going to be different. I was like, I think, because if you have a look at the old stuff, like different artists and different things, a lot of them look very different, and I was afraid they were going to lose some of that sort of flavour, I guess you could call it. So because it's all gone a bit more boxy. I mean, this isn't one of theirs, but it's the same sort of look, you know. But they actually worked out to be very good. I was pleasantly surprised. I was really happy about it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What
I do like some of the older stuff too that you get in metal, whatever, and just because they are nice.
What's Acton Cthulhu?
That's no, isn't that the Mephidius games?
Yeah, that's actually on Xbox, I think. I think they did a computer version.
Did they? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But Dead. I'm just going to call you Dead if that's okay to avoid diplomacy.
Dead.
DED, because it's too long to say, and my mouth gets tied up when I'm live. We played Acton Cthulhu in a cellar tavern in Berlin with full 30s costumes.
Oh. Now that's cool. That is cool. And then got drunk on the beer, which is also cool to do that.
Tabletop sim. Will you guys ever do a community Battletech stream in tabletop sim? Probably not. Have you got the tabletop simulator on your PC? No. I haven't bothered with it either.
I know there's a lot of those sorts of things out there, and people are using them.
I could probably stream RimWorld or something if you want to watch that.
We've sort of been focusing
Twitch.
just doing on these sort of videos and battle reports. People seem to be asking about those more than anything else. I think probably because of COVID and the way everyone's sort of been a lot more restricted of travelling and whatever else. It's weird. Watching someone actually play with physical stuff on a video is actually quite, they seem to like that more. That's what we've been doing, but I don't know.
I mean, you can do, I think you can play MechWarrior 5 co-op. I still haven't bought it yet. I'm pretty sure you can play it co-op, but I can't say one way or the other. But, I mean, it's always a possibility, obviously, but I don't think we have any plans for computer versions of things at the moment.
No, that's all right.
We'll see how we go.
I mean, people are always contacting us and saying, look at this and look at that.
Look at that. And the options are always there.
It comes down to time, really. Because, we're all doing our other things as well. We'd love to be able to devote all of our time to this. It would be really good. We could get a lot done, but
we
it's
should get a Patreon and become like multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Don't even need that much to have a good time with the stuff, do you?
Dear.
All right, so what else we got on here? All right, so new website coming up, which we did talk about earlier for those of you who joined late. We got rid of that horrible error message thing that was up there. We managed to fix that. But you can sign up for the newsletter. We haven't done much with the newsletter, but starting next year, a lot of it's going to get sorted, so we get caught up.
And I've seen work in progress stuff. It's looking really, really good. Doing a quality.
She's doing a wonderful job.
She's doing a great job. So it's worth the wait, and hopefully there'll be like a big buying spree or something when
There'll
it
be
goes
something.
up.
No, it'd be good. So the way it's designed, it's easier to find sort of what you're looking for. It's quite well thought out. I was very impressed with that. It was. I didn't even think about doing it that way. It's crazy.
And Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy has to go apparently.
All right, mate.
So take it easy.
See you later.
And he's got snowy hiking trails, the lucky sod.
Ooh, nice and cold.
You want to swap, buddy? It's 43 over here.
You do have it.
Throw us some snow. Just express it.
Dear. Yeah, Justin, the new online store. Yes, we've got the website, the Alpha Strike website is being redone.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a bit of long story short, the place we were using, they went into receivership, they let us know and said you've got X amount of time to get your stuff sorted.
And
We weren't
X,
quite prepared
X
for
was
it
a
yet.
very small number.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's not even a number. Well, it is, it's 10 depending on where you're from, what age.
It's an algebraic term.
Yeah.
Mate, it can stand for anything.
It can be whatever, but
X.
X.
Yeah.
X.
It's all good.
It's
Stop
all
laughing. Chris. Not you guys, Kevin.
Let's have a look at some of these questions. Okay, so we've got Catty Ray Hart. Is it on there? No, hopefully. Sorry if you rock up later. We've already read your question. So, how do you feel about land air mechs? Because we haven't really talked about those yet. We talked a little bit about quad mechs. That's about as far as we've gone from a biped. But land air mechs.
Well, you've got land air mechs and you've got the quad Vs, but I've only ever used the land air mechs, and that was like decades ago.
It was a while ago. Yeah.
But they are very, very cool.
Yeah.
They're very, very cool. And I remember there was only 3 of them. It was like the Stinger, the Wasp, and
The Phoenix Hawk.
Phoenix Hawk.
Yeah.
That
But
was
I think they've expanded that now because the word of Blake, I think,
Yeah,
designed
they've got a few.
something. They brought them back. I think that's
Well,
how it came. And
the
they
word
were-
of Blake can stand in line. I designed a couple back in the day.
Oh, did you? Oh.
They
You must
used
be
to
with
be
them.
yeah, they used to be in the tech manual and stuff. You could like set it up so that it was like, because they're all obviously complicated, so you had to have a specific size and you had to have specific equipment put in there and you
Yeah.
had to allocate things and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But they're really, really fun, and we will try and do an actual like game and possibly even a Pimp My Mech one.
Whoa.
I'm thinking, but it's in the future, so calm your beans.
Okay.
But a Pimp My Lamb could be fun.
Lamb. Oh. But they are quite good.
The
For
New Zealanders might have trouble with that.
But
um,
we have more sheep than them, though, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just
Shut up, man. But land air mechs, so they're good. For those of you who don't know what they are, they're basically a battle mech that can turn into
An aerospace
an
fighter.
aerospace fighter and a hybrid version in between,
Yep.
which is quite the hybrid. Is actually quite cool.
Yeah.
To get into that mode, but yeah, we'll look into those. But they are a lot of fun. Tactically, they're a real challenge. Real challenge. If you don't have any and your opponent does, it's a bit of a problem.
Justin's got the same problem I had. Only ever used lands in Mega Mech, and they tended to leap into the air only to fall to the ground in failed landings. Yeah.
Why not?
That's what used to happen to me.
But they're still worth having for sure. There's a story about, I think it was the House Curator. There was the 3025, the old like print 3025 tech readout, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
And they mentioned it, I think it was in that one, it could be another. But they mentioned the 3 designs. And in one of the stories, I think it was either the Stingers or the Stinger versions, the Drax had like a company worth.
Oh.
I don't know, because they're really rare, so to have a company of them together, so 12 of them.
That's
And they used to
insane.
use them as like raiding and all that stuff. They'd just be so efficient at that. Just get in and then gone.
Yeah,
Just
put
like
a
that.
decent pilot in them though, because
Oh, yeah,
you know,
true.
You want to make your
Yeah.
landing rolls properly.
Yeah. So yes, I like them. And we'll.
They're great,
For
and we're
sure.
definitely going to do a video at least explaining them, if not actually having a battle with them, because it could be interesting trying to have a battle with them. But we'll at least go through how they work and how you build them and all that sort of
Bigger
stuff.
table. What about this one?
I'll start with aerotexting. Yeah, they probably will. So he's wondering about the Shylone. We did actually do a video for the Shylone,
Yes,
but it hasn't gone up on the thing yet.
No.
And they're cool.
they are cool. Yeah.
And I didn't get mine.
No.
So that's why I'm probably going to have to talk to Catalyst at some point. I've got to go through and make sure I've got all the stuff, like I know exactly what's happening and all that. But yeah, I reckon they would probably go to Aerotech. Like they'll start bringing out aerospace fighters at some point. I mean, we can't talk for them. But...
No, but a lot of people have talked about like vehicles. They want vehicles as well. You know, if you've done the clan battle armor, you could probably do the others as well. But that's a lot of money you've got to invest into something. They've done all right so far with the mechs, but it's taken a while for them.
Like I say, I reckon they should get whoever's doing the resculpting onto those like gladiatorial mechs, the Solaris mechs, because that would be really, really cool. I would buy every single stable if they did them as a stable box. I'd have every single stable.
Four mechs with like some custom equipment or whatever from the.
Yeah.
You could reference the old Solaris set or whatever, and just do 4 in a box.
So redo the rules because I found my version, my old Solaris 7 one, and the rules are mainly for the RPG, Mech Warrior. It used to be called Mech Warrior. I don't know what it is now.
It's Destiny now.
Destiny now. Okay, I'm going to call it Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
So I think it's geared towards Mech Warrior as the RPG rather than a BattleTech game. So all the timing's different and the damages are different and the movement's different and all that sort of stuff. So I reckon if they redid it with a BattleTech feel and then maybe later on redo it for the RPG as well, I reckon that'd be cool. But I don't know.
But I mean, it depends. I mean, with the Destiny, maybe they could come up with something like that, like a hybrid thing or something. I don't know. Yeah, but just the mechs would be good. Something with maces and buzzsaws.
2-player starter of Solaris would be baller. Yes.
That's a good idea too. Yeah, you'd probably want something like that as a box set. Its own box set would probably be the right.
I reckon it'd go. Yeah, and if you give everybody like 3 or 4 mechs per side and just do a 2-player starter thing and have the rules set up for BattleTech.
Yeah. And
then later on bring out a rule expansion for playing in the RPG so that they know the timing and stuff.
True.
I reckon that'd work really well. I reckon they'd make a mint out of that.
Yeah.
That'd go well.
Because it's quite a famous world within the universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Silabender's here.
Hey.
G'day, mate. He plays the Weneta Spectral Lamb. That's one of the Wobbies, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that name.
Yeah.
I've probably seen it
You've
in
seen
tech readouts and things somewhere along the line. There's loads of mechs and things out there, so yeah, you'll forget them, you'll miss them, etc. And Mark SG is on as well. G'day, mate.
Hey.
Combined arms is the way to go. Yep. Yes, indeedy do.
Yeah. Until it's not. But it is. It's good.
Raven 189. Is that Keith?
Yes.
Keith.
It's Keith.
Hey, buddy. They're not K2 catapults. Somebody sent us rack catapults.
Yes.
2 rack 5s.
2 rack 5s.
Freaking
with the same,
awesome.
I think they've got the same speed and everything else, and jump capability. So that's nice. Yeah, that's sexy.
Very, very cool. Somebody 3D printed them up for us.
Yes.
So
I think he's actually met him. Steve Lockett. You probably know Steve Lockett. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you have met him. Anyway, talk later. It's all good. Right. So okay, here's another question. Here we go. This is a good one actually. So this is also by the Bone Shaman. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Bone Shaman that did it because it disappeared.
Pretty
I was
prolific.
going by the picture that I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure. So.
Yeah. If you're not watching yet, buddy, get on.
Now this one's everyone's probably going to want to comment on this one as well. So we'll just take it easy.
Ears open.
Here we go.
You ready?
If you owned the IP for BattleTech, what would be the one thing you would change? Go. Everyone's like, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that.
I would probably do exactly what it is that they're doing.
Pretty much.
Which is they're taking the fragmentation away from BattleTech. One of the downsides of BattleTech that I've always found is that I need to make myself a little cheat sheet when I'm about to have a game so that I know where the rules that I need to know are.
Yeah.
Right, and that it can get a little difficult to find the specific rule that you need in amongst all the books that are there, because it's grown over the years, and it's not awful. It's a really good system. It's brilliant, but the books can be a little bit fragmented, and they're going through and they're just setting it out nice and neat and tidy. And I reckon that is exactly what I would do. So they can keep doing it, as far as I'm concerned.
I think for the Kickstarter, they talked a lot more with the authors and stuff, because you know how everyone could do a like a character or something. So they had some of the authors sort of looking over that to see if they could use them or not, or if the story could fit in. So they're sort of I feel probably that they're coordinating a little bit better for that side of things. So that actually helps a lot with sort of bringing in, like you're saying, making it a bit more tight.
Yeah.
So someone must have commented on this.
Justin's going to canonise the Aussie totem mechs, like the kangaroo and the koala, and release the new clan Combat Wombat.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be a nice squad.
Have you guys seen the Aquagladius?
Aquagladius.
Is it the Aquagladius?
What is it?
It's a Solaris mech. It's like got UMUs on it, and it's got like not a mace, a morning star. You could make that into a combat wombat. That'd go off.
Yes. Let's have a look. All one word, or is it Gladius?
I don't know if I can switch to my thing
No,
and still come
right.
back to this. So
Fine on here. So you wouldn't other than that, like you wouldn't change anything.
no, I think they're doing a pretty good job. I think streamlining the rules and make sure everybody can find everything that's...
That thing.
Yes, that thing. Is that cool or what? You could make that like modify that to have like a bigger front, take the mace off and give it like digging claws and make that a combat wombat, I reckon.
Yeah. Aquagladius.
Cool,
apparently it's all one word. I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know how well you can see it on there.
Nah.
No, you can't. Okay, never mind. Aquagladius. Yeah, it's very.
Oh my god, dude! Seriously?
What?
No.
What?
He's gonna put the rotary long tom. No, bad man.
I would not be bringing in aliens.
No.
Like some like Furbies and all that sort of like Furby type things. People seem to really. I'm like no. And aliens. So for, other than like the, I think again in that MechWarrior RPG or whatever, they had like alien flora and fauna if you go to the planet.
Yeah.
You know, but we're not talking like here's like the lost city of Atlantis coming in and doing all that sort of thing. So what I've really liked about it is the fact that it has been humans, and it has been the challenges that they've had as a human race, and how politics is and all that sort of thing. And that's been really good. I don't mind a T-Rex into a game or whatever and starts chewing on your mech. That's one thing, but. Yeah,
well,
I don't know.
I was reading rereading the short stories one that I've got, and there's one in there, a young lady that lives on the ranch, and they have those big Rama bull things. They're like huge. She gets them to stampede. They use an agricultural mech with like a cattle prod and a machine gun to herd them. And she uses them. She stampedes them and uses them to knock over a locust and kill the guy that's in it. And
that works.
That's pretty cool. I've been trying to figure out how to do rules for those. No, Justin. But why? I knew you'd be chancing being that guy, but semi-automatic artillery would own the battlefield. Yes, and that's the point. You want to have game like balance still, and a rotary, like a multiple firing artillery piece would probably do bad things to the game balance. I would personally be looking at getting multiple artillery pieces, obviously, because you can own the battlefield.
That's right, yeah.
But if you've got one that can fire like 9 times in a turn, then...
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be able to fire all the cool ammos and things, obviously.
Yeah.
And you'd probably reduce the damage a little bit.
Would make artillery more popular as well. So you'd want to play your games with, you know, field positions off board, which they have rules for and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I'm sure.
It's cool.
Today we probably already got something like it, but it's yeah.
Hey, bring rules in for yourself if you want to do it. Have like homebrew rules for.
Somebody made homebrew rules, or I may have seen it somewhere for AC10.
Or stick to your
AC20.
Ultra Act 20.
Yeah.
Stick to your Ultra Act 20, buddy. You'll be all right.
Seven heater shot and up to 5 or 6 shots or something.
Yeah. Be insane.
Imagine that hunchback. Oh, you wouldn't go anywhere near it. You wouldn't.
I'd be standing like 20 k's away.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have any.
With my rotary long.
With one of these guys.
Yeah.
They are so cool. Look at that.
Yeah, we're going to bash with them for sure.
What's your feels on protomechs?
Oh,
I'm going to leave that to you because honestly, I've never even used them.
I love them.
He loves
them.
I reckon they're cool.
The whole concept of them, how they came into existence and things like that, because it was all smoke jaguar or whatever. They got a bit of a boot when they went to the inner sphere, so they lost a lot of resources. They had to sort of rebuild their forces fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And these aerospace pilots who sort of bombed out, they could have another go at being a warrior. Sure, they're not going to be a pilot, but they could be in these protomechs. So you've got these light, half-size mechs that are, some of them are quite fast. Yes, they haven't got a lot of armor, but you go for a middle-range thing like a Centaur, which is 6'9" movement. It's got LRMs, it's got SRMs. They're not that expensive BV.
Yeah.
And but the whole storyline behind them. Like when I was reading the novels and reading the tech manuals, and they said, "Oh, we come across this thing." I mean, obviously it's a protomech, but you know, what is this? You know?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, is it another form of battle armor?" Which not quite, but that's what they were thinking at the time.
Bigger than battle armor and smaller than a mech.
Yeah, imagine
So
that.
it's like-
Imagine seeing something that, oh my god, that looks like a battle armor. Does it act like a battle armor, but it's this big?
Yeah.
Like, are we in trouble, sort of thing? But they are.
I'd say the answer is yes.
But they are good, and I would definitely do something with protomechs. I do plan on doing some video stuff next year on the channel for protomechs.
Yeah,
I want people to have a look at them.
I'm going to have to learn how they work, so
Yeah.
it's going to be over to you for that one. And we've got a person in there I forgot to say good day to. So Bernice Pierce, Varktech. It's Varktech. What were you talking about? I don't know. Explain Varktech. But g'day.
Yeah. Okay.
Can Omnis piggyback protomechs? Didn't the pilots end up insane?
Yes, they can do, because they give them drugs to handle it, because it's such a stress on their brain.
Seriously?
Yeah. So they're in like a fetal position. So they climb in and they're.
I was going to say there was one where they're in there
and they're like this. Yeah.
like
so they're all
that.
wired up or
And
whatever. And
they
it's
get
their-
juiced up and jump in and.
But they've got it's their arm. So if the protomech takes damage to the arm or has the arm ripped off, that's what they feel. They feel that pain and that. So for them, it is very, very real. It's not like a mech just sits in there and it's shut down, whatever. Okay, ammo explosion I'll get. But this thing, everything is. They tend to feel it all. It's that's why, and it's like give them all these drugs to deal with it, but they're so desperate to be a warrior. There's only 1 or 2% of the population for the clans that are actual warrior caste. Everything else is the others. So that's not really, when you think about it, it's not a lot. So if you're sort of a warrior, you want to stay a warrior as best you can.
Yeah, that's madness. And basically plugged into the Matrix.
Yeah, but I think the science, there was did you know about the Jade Falcon scientist cast did a bit of a coup? Did you read that stories or whatever?
No, I just started, was it Blood Legacy? The first Stackpole book on the clan invasion.
Oh, okay, so that's way ahead. So
Yeah,
so about
I
some
got
spoilers.
I got all the novels with the Kickstarter. I made sure I got all the novels I could with the Kickstarter because I haven't actually read any of them, and it's really good.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's really good.
Yeah, it's so good getting access to all those novels and that. But I won't talk about that thing then because you don't. If you want to know,
go
I'll tell
for
you
it.
later. No, I don't want to spoil it.
I read half of the stuff that I'm reading in the novel on Sana.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
So you can
And Tia Mirabal, the lady who
the
flew
pilot.
up,
Yeah.
I read on the card what she's about to do, so it's
Okay,
already
fair
spoiled.
enough.
That's fine.
All right, so I'm trying to remember. I think it was about sort of ahead. It's like 3065 or something like that. It's way ahead. So this is in the clan space or whatever, and the scientist cast decided to no, we're gonna overthrow the warrior caste, and they used proto-mechs and like they used some mechs as well. They had all these things, and they tried to take them over. And
Okay.
yeah,
Were they the society? Were they?
that's the society.
Okay.
They call the society. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Fair
like the
enough.
enlightened from.
It's all right. Justin's keeping us up to
That's
date.
it. Thank you. Yeah. But that was very cool as well. So the Jade Falcon Warriors, of course, being what they are and super tough and a bit arrogant. But then again, if you're super tough, you can be like that, I suppose.
Mm.
But that was very cool. That book was something of Reaving. Book of Time of Reaving was the source book or whatever. I think I've got it here. That was such a good read. It's like all the crap that was happening in the clan world because they didn't take the inner sphere. They all started getting real.
Yeah.
And it all started coming down. There's some good stories and some real good stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
So
and
good.
there's a lot of BattleTech lore out there. There's a lot of BattleTech like canon lore out there, and it's all really, really interesting. If you want to, you can get into it and you can read forever.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah it's fun.
You got books in the store as well, right?
I have some books, yeah. So once the site goes up, there'll be some stuff there. So
Nice.
I'm hoping next year I can get access to more stuff because last year was really bad. It was just trying to get things was just a problem. So I'm hoping next year's going to be a lot better.
Just not enough Ghost Bear lore apparently. Book of Remembrance.
There's a lot of short stories in those shrapnel books.
Okay.
For Ghost Bears, there's little short stories everywhere. They're kind of cool.
We got question Pat ID Gaming. So what do you guys think will be the next steps about BattleTech from CGL?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to know. Look, I think they're doing some of the things that they've always wanted to do, but just didn't have either the resources, which is probably the main factor. If you haven't got any money, you can't do anything.
No.
Period.
That's it.
But that Kickstarter has sort of helped them, and the player base has gotten bigger. They're doing. I mean, they did a exclusive deal with that Barnes and Noble in America or whatever for the Dragoon Force box. Did you see that?
No.
No. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So it's got an Annihilator in it, and that's the only way you can get it. And it's a beast. The things are a beast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you get an Annihilator. People might have to help me off the top of my head here. Annihilator. There's a Timber Wolf in there. There's another Archer. There's a Blackjack, and I think it's a Rifleman. So there's a couple of mechs that are double ups that you've already got or whatever. But
yeah.
But the Annihilator is like it's big. It's really slow. It's like 2-3, but it's bristling with autocannons or gas rifles.
Yeah.
or whatever
the
you can imagine.
Annihilator is like.
That's yeah. The card, it's like its damage was massive on the Alpha Strike card, and it was
Well,
cool.
they've done a couple of. Obviously, they're doing other stuff, but they did put the Shiloh out, so probably aerospace is going to be down there at some point.
But that was a really nice miniature.
Oh, they did that really, really well.
It was nice. So if they can do others like that, that'd be really good. But I would love for them to do like another Succession War release, the box set Succession Wars, because that was really good back in the day, and they could do a lot with it now. Keep the same sort of thing. So I'm hoping that they can do that. But with access to these factories that seem to work with them, and they can get the product out, it's just a matter of trying to get more. But more miniatures, I think, is the way to go. They'll probably do more of that. I don't know about exclusives, but the Barnes and Noble ones seem to work quite well. But we'll see. But if more people are interested, then you've got more retailers asking for the product, which means more suppliers who don't carry it are probably going to ask about it. But even in Australia, it's still really hard to get stuff.
Yeah, but you were saying before that the Lance packs and things that they've got, that's the only way to get the minis. They're not doing individual sale minis. So,
well, not that I've heard, and it wouldn't make sense for them to do it purely from a business point of view. Someone's getting a Lance or a Star. They're getting a complete thing that they can play with.
yeah,
And that's what it's about now. Like, there's not many games where you go in and you can just buy, open, and play. You know, so a game was a Song of Ice and Fire. You know, you buy your regiment or whatever, and they're all 3 different poses. You don't have to worry about it. Just put them down. You got everything off you go.
Yeah.
And that's what they were going with this. It makes it a lot easier. So I think they will continue to do that. Maybe I would like some aerospace just to try and do some of that. But maybe look at some famous regimental box sets or something.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
like
that's,
a Lance that would be featured in this group or that group.
Yeah.
Or
Justin's just said the more faction-specific mini packs.
Yep.
Things like that.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And Mighty Hellfish, people are screaming out for a game of armored combat again. I'm assuming that's what Agogak is.
Oh, just to try another different box or the same box, just trying to get hold of the box.
Probably trying just to get a hold of the same box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon they could do really well if they maybe even do another Kickstarter for like maybe redo the aerospace rules or something like that, and just like they've been doing, just set it all out nice and neat and tidy, and then give you some minis.
Yeah. I think the main focus, if I was there, if I was in charge,
Would be BattleMech.
Would be to make sure that your current lines can be filled without any supply chain issues. I know it's hard with COVID, but that's what people want right now. That's what your player base wants, so that's what you get. That's cool.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Raven's just saying the Annihilator has 4 Act-10s and 4 medium lasers. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It is bristling. That's bristling.
That is, yeah.
Come on, man.
He's not fast, but geez, he can do the damage.
You don't have a Discord, do you? No. I don't
A lot
have
of
any
people have asked
social
about
media,
it.
buddy, so that's not me.
Social media or chat things or whatever. So this
I don't have
was
any of them.
this was our first sort of dip our toe into something other than just doing a film and
Yeah.
that's it, you know.
But you guys have a channel Facebook?
We have Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And you can we're thinking about putting videos up there as well.
Or
We've done
linking to YouTube or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's that's too much for my brain. I'm too old.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Let
We're
the
like
youngins
Pillar to
figure
do
it out.
everything. She's really good. She's sorting all this out for us. It's good.
Yeah, so no, I don't even have Facebook in that. If they can't text me then or email, that I'm not interested. I
They can
consider getting
publicly
on
call
other
you.
people's Discords because I've got a few people that I watch like that play games on YouTube and thing, and they all have Discord, and I've thought about joining them, but
I don't know. There always seems to be one that comes along and then there's another one. And I
yeah,
don't know.
it'll be twiddle this month and twaddle the next month, and
Wow. That time for you soon, I think.
yep, getting cranky.
Right. Well, let's see. What else can we talk about? Let's talk about probably next year. People can keep putting your questions up, but we'll talk a little bit about what you're watching. Good
I'm
man.
watching the thing.
That's
That's why I'm not looking at you. I'm watching the thing.
So next year, Alpha Strike is looking to. We're obviously still going to try and get the BattleTech stuff in because I need it. I love it. I want it. It's cool. But there are some other products and things like that that are really, really sort of piquing our interest that we've had a look at. One probably not you so much because I've mentioned it to you, but it's called, and it was done as a Kickstarter. It's still in production. They said they were going to do it around July next year, so I'm waiting till it gets a bit closer to sort of do something with it. But it's called Eldfall Chronicles. So Eldfall-Chronicles.com. That's their website. So this is, you can actually print out the rulebook and have a look at it. I don't know if that's clear or not, but we'll put
This
something.
is the
We'll
one
put
you
the
showed
link
me
up.
a while ago.
Yeah. So this is this is like a small fantasy warband game.
Yeah.
If you play Infinity, you will like some of the aspects to it because it uses D20s and things like that. There's 4 different factions. They consist of humans, and it's not on Earth, so it's humans and another race. I can't remember exactly what they're called. They're very elvish in their features, so there may be some others that they bring out. But there's the factions, and basically you take as little as like 4 or 5 dudes with all different skills, and it's mission based. But you can buy equipment, so you can modify a character. But I just printed out the rules here. So there's options where you can take on monsters as well. They could be part of the scenario. You can play 1v1. You can play side by side against the monsters. You can have a player with the monsters versus something else, or multiple. Like you can have 3-way or 4-way games. But it's actually really good. So the art's really good.
I looked over a lot of it, and it
I'm
looked.
just showing you. I'm sorry, I can't show. I'm just showing.
It looked fairly involved, but the model count is pretty low, so it looked like it'd be like doable.
Yeah,
but it looked like a good one.
But the quality of the plastics and everything that they're looking at doing, the casting, I've seen some pictures, and it's really really nice. So it looks quick. Like there's options. You can modify things. I kind of like it. So I'm gonna have a look at getting that in when it gets time.
Give it a crack and see how it goes, and then maybe think about.
But it's worth just having a look at, just download as a PDF or whatever, and just have a little look and see. But I don't know if anyone who's watching has actually backed it or knows about this game, Eldfall Chronicles. But it's really nice. And anything that, because we've talked about this, anything that's small skirmish that's quick to play seems and doesn't take up a lot of table space. This is 3x3, I think, so small.
Yeah. And that's what
really cool.
There's coming up in the thing. Have you played Fistful of Lead rule sets?
No, but I know of it. But I haven't. But
I haven't actually heard of it.
No,
I've
heard of it, but I haven't done anything with it. No.
No. Themed but mini agnostic. Okay.
That's okay.
So Clash of Kings-esque. Warband level games, yes. That is kind of where I ended up going, because I played a lot of Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Never won a game. And everybody laughs at me when I say that, but it's true. I never ever won a single game of Warhammer Fantasy Battle. But I got sick of all the big groups of models that you had to shift around, and it was like whoever had the latest thing was the latest thing, and they were winning, and it's like I wanted something smaller scale, and this is the sort of thing that you move towards. This Wrath of Kings, Warlord, Frostgrave, and all those sort of things.
How shiny that is, but I made them bigger, so it's just an idea of what you get. So there's stats and
you can kind of see it.
You can kind of see it. Yeah, weapons are. But it's all the people who designed it. Their background is like tertiary education of Japanese mythology, business, all that sort of thing. So they all have a bit of something that they can bring into it and just sort of make it their own. But it's
very cool.
It is very cool.
It looks like it'll be a good one. It's like I say, each one's got like a half a dozen stats, and they've got different abilities and things. So it looks like a complex one. But when the model count is small and the game is objective based, then having a reasonably complex system isn't that big a deal.
No.
When you have that and you've got 90 different models that you have to try and keep track of, it's boring and difficult.
And each of these will look unique as well. So for those of you who enjoy painting models, which I do, that's why I like the Marvel Crisis Protocol, because it's individual models. You don't get like 50 Captain Americas you've got to paint up and all that sort of thing. And it's same with this. So you've got 4 or 5 models that you have to paint up. It doesn't take that long, really. You can take your time, do whatever you want. Some people like airbrushing.
Even I can do 4 or 5 models.
Yeah, that's right. We can think about it.
You chuckle.
That's just good.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
But another thing we're going to look at next year is expanding on Wild West Exodus. So towards, obviously this year we've got this new box set that came in. So Showdown at Retribution. So this is their new 2-player box set. The old one had the lore and the outlaws. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But this has all new units and versions of existing heroes in there, like a what they call non-legendary form.
You've got like zombies in spider tanks. Is that cool or what?
It is very cool. That's very nice.
But the War Cradle guys they've like amalgamated that into one big sort of universe thing now, haven't they?
Yeah.
So all the games are going to be interconnected, which is cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yes,
There's a lot of
dystopian
cool
age.
stuff in there. Dystopian age, that's it. Yeah. But they're plastic because we did an unboxing of the Dystopian Wars earlier this year which is using their plastics and everything. They make it all in house.
Yeah.
And they're really nice.
They're really good.
You know, anyone who's played like Games Workshop and the quality that they have in their stuff, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
So Dogs of War. I think I remember the one you mean. But yeah, it was just like it was ridiculous. But Admiralty's online, that's Alistair, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey!
People trying to
Hey,
hide the names you're calling them out.
We know you. We
Like,
know you.
There's stuff flowing up, and I'm like, ah!
Sorry, Bruce. I meant to say hello, Bruce.
Hello, Bruce. G'day, Bruce. What's your name? David? Oh, that could get confusing. The force is not weak with me, sir. The force is strong. You can go offline now, Keith. Thanks, buddy. Big.
He was
player.
painting his mechs. He was telling me he started because he got his Kickstarter stuff.
Oh,
He started painting it now, which is good.
yeah.
Got a
I
lot
don't
of
know
stuff.
how to
It
do
might
that.
take him a while.
Yeah.
Contrast paints for the win, maybe. Today.
Well, I just saw the starter pack for the army painter ones, the speed
ones. Mm.
They look really good.
Yeah. Their pigmentation seems to be more consistent and stronger across the
I might
range.
have to give them a crack.
Yeah.
Anything that makes it easier is better.
True. Some people don't like the dropper bottle stuff though. You know, at least with the Games Workshop one, you pop it out and you know, it's designed to be easier. But I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're not used to dropper bottles, they're very popular. That's what the game. But I don't know.
So wish someone will bring out a L5R mini war game.
Oh,
It's L5R.
Legend of the Five Rings, mate.
Oh, right.
And you're right. They did have one years ago.
Yeah.
Clan Wars, it was called, and it was really good because you put a character in the unit, and basically the unit would actually act as hit points for that character.
Yeah.
It would boost the character stats as well. It's really cool.
Yeah, there were a few systems that used to do that. I think use like the size of the unit to boost the character that was in the unit.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Well, if you could get okay. So who makes those sorts of miniatures that we've dealt with? It's a place in Spain, mainly by the planes.
Yes.
Right? What are they called again?
I resisted.
What are they called? They made that Tory.
Oh.
Tory game. I've just forgotten. Zenit Miniatures. Thank you. Zenit Miniatures. Yeah. So you could actually get just some of their miniatures and paint them in the colours, and you could use Dragon Rampant rules.
Yes.
You could make your own stuff from it.
Mm. So Dragon Rampant is one of the ones we're doing for the 7 days.
Yeah.
7 games, 7 days. It's actually a really cool system.
Fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was smaller scale skirmish, but there were some like unit movement rules and things like that. It was actually really good.
It's have to roll to activate a unit. It's so chaotic. That was
Yeah.
cool. But
It was
so
like-
you'll see that video. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
that'll come out next year. So yeah.
So those of you who've just joined this live chat, my name is Adam, and this is my friend Taryn. And
G'day everybody.
we run
again.
this channel. We talk about BattleTech. We talk about other game systems and hobby stuff and news, and we also do stuff like this. This is our first live, but I think we'll probably do more of these. It'll work out quite
Seems
well.
to be going well. There's
Chat
only
with
10
everyone,
people on there, and one of them's me. But there you go.
Ask yourself a question.
Yeah.
It's weird.
How do I feel about fried rice? I love fried
I love
rice.
fried rice.
I love it. It's great. I'm going to get some on the way home tonight. Are you really? Wow. Can you not push off? I'm having a conversation. Covenant. That was a small skirmish sci-fi one, wasn't it? Was Covenant sci-fi? I don't know.
I haven't heard of Covenant. No.
Covenant was one of the it was one of the factions in the sci-fi.
The Covenant. Yeah.
Elaborate on that one, Justin, because it's on the top of. I know I knew that. Damn it! Mantic has a samurai game. Yeah, I think I've actually
Oh,
seen that.
yeah. You
Yeah.
put like 3 or 4 dudes on a base or whatever. I never really looked into that, but that'd be cool.
I know I've seen it somewhere though. Private public. New to the hobby and soaking all this info up like a sponge. Pretty sure I've doubled in size today. Oh, buddy. If you're in Sydney, you're probably soaking up the water with a sponge. I think it's raining over there. No, I didn't get any good Chrissy presents as games as Chrissy presents this year. I get vouchers now because Mum and Dad are down south, so they send me up a voucher and a card, and that's because they're looking after chickens and ducks down there, so they don't come up here anymore.
That's not slang for any Aussie slang for anything. That's actual chickens and ducks.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
and they wouldn't buy me games anyway. They reckon I've got enough. Mum says, you gotta play in your spare room now.
Kickstarter says, no.
No.
I'm sure you could fit some more in somewhere.
It's N+1. That's how many I need. Well, private. If you need a hand with anything that is BattleTech related, then feel free to chuck a comment in any of the videos that are even remotely related to it, and somebody in the chat will give you a hand. Somebody in the comment section will give you a handout, but hopefully the videos are coming out. If there's anything you want to see, like specific, give us a yell. If we haven't already done it, then we can look into it.
I know. There's been some people who want us to do like less Alpha Strike related. Like with the unboxing, we were talking about the Alpha Strike cards that come in, but that's because it came in the box set.
Yeah.
But
Pellman.
Yeah. But
G'day, Pellman, if you're there.
We've done a lot with the normal BattleTech. We'll keep doing that, but yeah, we do want to have a look at Alpha Strike, but it's not the main thing right now. We've got heaps. So.
There's a lot of commendations though as well to showing the Alpha Strike.
Of course, that's right.
Yeah.
And we will do it because it's a good way to get people into the game. You know, everyone sort of looks at things differently.
Yeah.
How to play a game and what they.
Well, you've got guys that are on other channels that play BattleTech on a tabletop thing, like actual BattleTech rules converted over to tabletop play. Yeah. And I prefer to play BattleTech on hex maps or hex terrain or whatever, and I play Alpha Strike on tabletop terrain. But that's just me. Yeah, you can do it however you want to do it, and Alpha Strike isn't for everybody, and BattleTech isn't for everybody. You just play the games you want to play. It's no big deal.
You could hybrid it up. I mean, Steve, who sent us these or whatever, he was saying to play Alpha Strike on the hex. So to teach people that, how it would be easier, it probably would be as well.
Yeah.
You know, they have the high rules for that. But I don't know, the free flow without the hexes for a BattleTech miniatures game when you're measuring inches is still quite good.
Yeah. So Dogs Watch didn't get a g'day. G'day, Dogs Watch. I don't think I've actually seen comments from Dogs Watch on. Name doesn't ring a bell, but hello anyway.
No, you're here now. That's good. It doesn't matter. You're here now.
So basically, in the new year, it's BattleTech, WWX, Eldfall, and I don't know.
Well,
well, we've got the 7 systems in 7 days, so there's 7 different systems there, and we're going to put the videos out in a week. So there'll be 7 different systems there. So we might play some other games of those. I've got a bunch of Kickstarter stuff that we should probably give a crack at some point.
Some that you had like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You still haven't played them yet. I'm
Some
like, that's
of
really
the,
cool. We should play that.
We
should.
That, yeah.
Year later. That's really cool, Tim.
Yeah,
we should play that.
We should play that.
We should, yeah.
I've got a couple of fairly simple board games that we could give a crack, and we've got Hatred. I don't know. That's probably not very family friendly. Hatred. So don't let the kitty winkies watch that one.
But I mean, War Cradle Studio also has to do work on, because when they took over the dystopian wars, sort of, from Spartan Games or whatever, they also got there was a sci-fi version that was the same sort of thing.
And that's what Justin's just elaborated on there. Covenant of Antarctica were a faction in dystopian wars. It's what dystopian age was before Spartan screwed up and had to sell it off to War Cradle.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that whoever took it over, I'm glad that it was War Cradle and they did the right thing. They looked at it and they've made changes to all the stuff, and it's actually quite good. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, we played a couple of games and it's really fun. It's really cool.
But so they've got their sci-fi version of that, and I think they're working on something else as well, like another project again.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's related to one of their other ones, but there's something else. So I like dealing with them. They make a good product, like not just the physical miniatures. The game systems are really good. It's good, so it's worth having there.
Yeah.
I want to get more of there's some more map designs for Deep Cup Studio. Need to get those as well. The problem is you've got to get lots of those in one kit. That's why it's hard to. I'll get a batch in and then they just go, so it's too hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, stuff sells out pretty quick.
But I don't know. I'm gonna we get contacted by all these different companies that are doing products and games, things like that. I mean, Kickstarter seems to be popular for launching things.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort of holding off, sort of backing them at that level and just trying to work something out when it gets closer. That Judgment as well. You know, Judgment. It's called.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That one. So there's a game called Judgment, which is like an arena. We did a review of the main box set, but they've changed it now. We did another Kickstarter of it. Judgment. What's that? I'm sure the box is there. Big one, black one.
Oh yeah, the Judgment was the MOBA style game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they changed the size of the miniatures.
So
and
they were 50 something. Now they're down to your standard 30, 32.
Yeah.
Which is fine because, I mean, it was good. It was good the way it was before, and it's good what they're doing now. So they've collaborated with Creature. What are they called? Creature Caster, which is out of Canada.
Oh, okay.
And they've successfully done a Kickstarter, and they're getting it all together. So that stuff will start to arrive next year. So that's something else that we're going to have a look at as well. Because the main map that you get to play on it in the box is actually neoprene.
Nice.
It's like a deluxe thing, but the models are just wow. They're really
I got some of the bigger ones while they were still around, and they're really nice in the big scale. They're really nice looking.
And you can use both anyway, because the hex that it's on is big enough, so it doesn't. It's just between friends. It doesn't really matter.
Dear.
But that's one. There'll be some other stuff. So I just wait for the people to contact me and say, hey, check this out. Customers do it too. They just say, hey, check this out.
Keeps painting up his Thug, Cyclops, Dragon, and Spider for Drac Combine.
Oh, yeah.
And wants to know what our favourite mechs are. Asking the hard questions.
Favourite mechs.
Anything that beats your face in, Keith. No.
Anything that you can't defeat.
Yeah. Anything I can beat you with. The Herbie.
How popular is that now from that? Oh, well, some of those variants that they had. There's one that had like an
some of them are really good.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, some of them are really good.
It's like, boom, you're dead. What? So many mechs to pick from. Look, I like quads. I like quad mechs. I just seem to, I don't know what it is. The ability not to torso twist is a bit of a bummer, but that lateral shifting and bonuses to your piloting or whatever is pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the missile boat type things, but I like one that's got a bit of backup and a bit of speed.
Yeah.
So like the lighter missile boats. So you go for things like trebuchet. I used the trebuchet a lot back in the day, but it kept exploding. Until Case came out, it just kept exploding. So it was like, bring it on. I'm not bringing it on. No.
Probably my favourite mech for looks though is definitely the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I love them. I just love the look of it.
Does look
it's
good.
So cool. I don't know. It's so cool.
If we're going by looks, then I'd go with the Archer because I do like
nice
the Archer.
Too.
But I don't know. It's hard to pin down a favourite.
We shouldn't be forced to choose. Why can't we have them all? They're good.
Take one of each. The three-legged Triskelion.
Oh.
I like those big super heavy mechs. I want to get a model of one of them actually.
The Ares ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. Kickstarter for me by Fassa. Are they still alive? Are they?
Fassa.
Holy crap! F-A-S-A, Fassa.
Really?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Looks wise, it's either the Arcus or the Kodiak for Justin. Yes, the Kodiak is pretty damn.
Oh, the Arcus.
That's a very sexy mech.
Arcus is nice too. Yeah.
But I do like the Kodiak as far as the mechs go.
That new sculpt. Oh yeah, the old metal one that's that Ironwind Metals is currently selling or whatever is not as good.
No.
I don't know. I saw it when I first saw it. I go, yes, it looks like a Kodiak, but it kind of looks a bit. I don't know. But this new one, yeah, it's it's really nice.
The Archer for sexiness and the Catapult just because.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, Catapult's nice.
Anything with missiles in pairs, I can't go past it.
See, yeah, it seems to work, doesn't it?
Dear.
Okay, so what else have we got here?
Mech with a small laser in the head that looks like it's smoking a cigarette.
Oh, that again, trying to figure out how to pronounce it. The Hauptmann or Heptman?
Hauptmann.
Yeah. I actually said that before, and someone corrected me. I said, "Oh yeah, that's cool. No, I'll remember that."
Hauptmann.
No. Cigar mech.
It's basically
It's an Omni nose, so that's good.
Yeah,
Omnis are good.
but it's a rank in German.
It is. Yeah, and their military thing. So
Or Hauptmann. Unless it's a cave bear, which is custom variant. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Al reckons that's the one. You got it. There you go. Boom.
I said it multiple times. So, yeah.
In multiple variant pronunciations, you just have to put the emphasis on the right syllable, and you're okay. Thought you meant the Legionnaire. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Legionnaire. It's only got one weapon. It's a nice weapon. It's still good.
Mighty Hellfish, brother from your mother's udder. Yes, missile fanatic and poor dice rollers. Twinsies, buddy.
Saturation.
Rock and roll.
That's what it is.
You gotta have the just the fun, and that's why I love BattleTech, because it doesn't matter if I win, and low rolling is sometimes good.
Can be.
Because it's always fun. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose in this one. It's always fun. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've been given a little wrap-up signal.
Have we?
Yep. Ronnie.
Sorry.
Are you signaling?
We're gonna give it a
You
go
can
for
maybe
an
take
hour.
one
but
more
we've gone
question
over,
or
so.
2 questions if someone still has
So,
questions.
yeah.
We were only technically going to go for an hour, weren't
That's
we?
right. We're just sort of testing it and just wanted to say Merry Christmas and all that sort of Happy New Year to everybody. But
Yeah.
I suppose we could sit and
So-
talk forever, but we don't do it.
If you've got any other specific questions, chuck them in there quick before we shut down. When she's looking at me funny.
Yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
this will go up on our channel, and then you can leave comments and whatever. But and please do let us know what you've been working on and things like that. Any cool games that you've seen that we might be interested in taking a look at or whatever. Not just to carry it in the shop, but I don't know if you think it interests us based on what you know of us, then by all means let us know. But it's it's good.
And just I mean, look after yourselves
Yeah,
through the
definitely,
year,
first thing.
because it's still nasty out there. But
But that's it. But thank you very much for not just this video, but for watching our other videos and subscribing to the channel and sharing it around. That has helped us a lot.
Mighty Hellfish. Thanks, Mighty Hellfish.
Ah, there we go. Lovely.
That-
We are going to do something with them.
Yeah, they're freaking awesome. Look at those.
They're good.
Do like a Archer one or something. Dear. But yes,
All right.
take it easy.
Yes.
Do all the stuff.
Yes.
Enjoy, but look after yourselves. And
That's right.
thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
Everybody who got here,
Yeah, it's really good.
and to those of you who had to leave as well.
But we will do more live, so keep an eye out for those, and we can catch up, do some chats and whatever. But
More
we
live
do
stuff.
have lots of videos to go.
Yeah.
we're good for a while. So there is some nice stuff coming for you to watch.
Yep.
We're very happy.
All good.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Take care. We'll see you next time, people.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Well, I gotta figure out where do I press.
She's got to figure out the camera thing first. Edit it out.
You
Edit.
can keep making
It's
faces.
live.
Edit. You just get it in the edit, right? Is it off?